If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself.
Elon Musk doesn't just challenge norms, he obliterates them. Whether he's standing up to advertisers with his now infamous go f yourself moment or exposing the dangers of cancel culture, Musk has turned his fight against wokeness into a cultural phenomenon. He calls it the woke mind virus, a force he believes threatens the very fabric of civilization. From personal tragedies to fiery debates, Musk's journey is as raw as it gets. But how did he become the boldest voice against a movement so deeply ingrained in society?
But go f yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
Think of sitting in an interview and being asked about a critical aspect of your business. The stakes are high. Most people would tread carefully, choose their words wisely, and try to keep everyone happy. Not Elon Musk. When questioned about advertisers potentially pulling out of Twitter because of his controversial tweets, Musk responded with a statement that instantly became iconic. If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, go f yourself. This wasn't just a rash outburst or a careless slip of the tongue. It was a declaration of independence, a firm refusal to bow to external pressures, no matter how powerful the source. Musk's statement struck a chord with many because it wasn't just about defending himself, it was about defending a principle. He made it clear that he values free speech over financial gains, even when those gains are significant enough to impact the survival of a company like Twitter.
Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
It's a bold move in a world where most people, especially those in powerful positions, would rather play it safe than risk backlash. By refusing to compromise, Musk sent a message that resonated far beyond the boardrooms of advertising executives. It was about more than Twitter. It was about the idea that some things, like the freedom to speak your mind, are worth more than money. Whether you agree with Musk or not, his ability to stand firm on his beliefs, even in the face of significant financial risks, is something that makes people stop and think. Elon Musk has a way of cutting through the noise and getting straight to the heart of a matter. When he talks about the woke mind virus, he's not just throwing around buzzwords. For Musk, it's a serious issue, one that he believes could have apocalyptic consequences for civilization.
I think we need to be very cautious about anything that is anti-meritocratic and anything that is that results in the suppression of free speech.
During an interview with Bill Maher, Musk explained that the woke mind virus is a societal force that undermines meritocracy and suppresses free speech. These two principles, he argues, are foundational to progress. Without meritocracy, decisions are no longer based on ability or effort, but on arbitrary factors that have little to do with actual qualifications. Similarly, when free speech is suppressed, open discussion and the exchange of ideas, a cornerstone of any thriving society, become impossible. Musk sees this trend not as a passing phase, but as a dangerous shift that threatens to stall humanity's progress. He points out that in a culture where everyone is afraid to speak openly or challenge ideas, innovation suffers, critical thinking gives way to conformity, and fear of offending others stifles honest debate. For someone like Musk, who thrives on pushing boundaries and challenging norms, this is not just troubling, it's a crisis.
Almost synonymous would be cancel culture. And obviously people have tried to cancel you many times.
Many times.
Yeah, I mean...
Every week.
Yeah.
From left and right. I've had it from both sides.
Elon Musk has faced criticism from all sides of the political spectrum. Whether it's from the left or the right, he's had his fair share of attempts to silence him. In a conversation with Bill Maher, Musk opened up about cancel culture and how it works to suppress dissenting voices. He spoke candidly about how people have tried to cancel him, not once or twice, but repeatedly, almost like it's a weekly occurrence.
Who are called conservative, who haven't really changed. I don't think of you as a conservative.
I'm definitely, yeah, like, I at least think of myself as a moderate.
What makes Musk stand out, though, is how he refuses to let these attempts define him. He doesn't lean into the idea of being a martyr for one side or the other. Instead, he labels himself as a moderate, pointing to his extensive work in sustainable energy, electric vehicles, and environmental causes as evidence of his balanced approach. For him, these efforts aren't about aligning with one political ideology. They're about solving real-world problems. This refusal to conform to traditional political categories is part of what makes Musk such a unique figure. While many people in the public eye choose a side to shield themselves from criticism, Musk's approach is different. He stands by his beliefs, regardless of who they might offend. His insistence on being an independent thinker, someone who evaluates issues based on their merits rather than their political affiliations, has earned him both respect and criticism. It's not an easy path, but it's one that Musk seems committed to walking. Elon Musk's fight against wokeness isn't just about ideas or principles. For him, it's deeply personal. In a heartfelt interview with Jordan Peterson, Musk opened up about a tragedy that would shake any parent to their core. He shared the story of his son, Xavier, and the irreversible consequences of decisions he felt pressured into making.
It happened to one of my older boys, where I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys, Xavier.
Musk explained how, during a time of confusion, he was manipulated into signing documents regarding his son's transition. At the time, he didn't fully understand the implications of what he was agreeing to. Puberty blockers, which were presented as a harmless solution, turned out to be sterilization drugs. The realization of what had happened hit him hard. Musk didn't just lose a son. He felt he had been deceived into making choices that led to that loss.
All right, so the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
I'm sorry to hear that.
In the interview, Musk's pain was evident when he said, "My son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus." Those words carry the weight of his grief and anger, not just at the personal loss, but at a system he believes is failing children. For Musk, this isn't about politics or abstract debates. It's about real people and the irreversible harm being done in the name of ideology.
And freedom of speech, you have to say, when is it relevant? It's only relevant when someone you don't like can say something you don't like, or it has no meaning. Throw in the towel and concede to censorship. It is only a matter of time before someone censors you.
Elon Musk's approach to free speech has always been straightforward. He believes in its importance, even when it's messy or uncomfortable. When he reinstated some controversial figures on Twitter, critics were quick to accuse him of enabling hate speech and spreading misinformation. Musk didn't shy away from the backlash. Instead, he addressed the heart of the issue in an interview. Who decides what counts as misinformation or hate speech?
Mind virus, in my view, amplifies racism, amplifies, frankly, sexism, and all the isms. And while claiming to do the opposite, it actually divides people and makes them sort of hate each other, and it makes people hate themselves.
For Musk, free speech is more than a principle. It's a foundation for growth and progress. He believes that the risk of silencing important ideas outweighs the discomfort of hearing controversial opinions. This doesn't mean he condones harmful behavior, but he insists that the solution isn't censorship. Musk's stance has sparked heated debates, but it also underscores his commitment to open dialogue, even when it comes at a personal or professional cost.
Free speech means that free speech is only relevant. Free speech is only meaningful if you allow people you don't like to say things you don't like.
One of his more controversial statements is that everyone, regardless of their background, has ancestors who were slaves. His point isn't to minimize the pain of historical oppression, but to remind people of a shared human history. He believes that this shared experience should bring people together, not drive them apart. Musk argues that focusing on who suffered more in the past distracts from building a better future. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.